Thanks. First, I'm going to start with a comment, and then I'm going to kind of maybe piggyback off something Senator Curran brought up. But, you know, we sit here in this committee, and people come to us, and sometimes this committee is a tough committee to listen to some of the stories and the needs of Minnesotans. And we as a legislature, we appropriate that money because we see a need, and we see somebody that needs help. And it's troubling to me as the person that appropriates the funds to not see them used and to see those, basically, it's people did not get service here. And that's the real tragedy of this, is we know that there are people in need and they did not get service. And that's probably the most upsetting part of this. So to piggyback off of one thing that Senator Curran brought up, so we as legislators, we've put in some kind of rules for us about how when we leave this job, we cannot move into an area of lobbying. There has to be a little bit of a delay. So to kind of combat exactly maybe what we've seen here with somebody who put out a grant at DHS and then moved to that. So I don't know if you can answer this question, but is there legislatively, do you think we need to put something in place to prevent that sort of thing that we've inhibited upon ourselves from also doing in that respect?
Ms. Randall?
Thank you, Madam Chair and Senator Kupec. I will say there's currently nothing in law that would prohibit somebody from working on a grant, for example, and then going to work for the grantee. I know that there has been some interest expressed this session in putting something into law. I think the devil's in the details, certainly, but I think it's a standard independence, conflict of interest type of requirement that is certainly reasonable for a legislative discussion.
Senator Kupec.
Sure, and I guess, you know, I would just say that I think the most important work, too, as we can do as legislators is make sure we have sunshine on processes and we're keeping things in check. So I don't know who wants to write that bill with me, but I'm on board with that. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you.